Hey everyone, we're here today to do an unboxing for the super premium Colossus Edition of Mosaic, A Story of Civilization. So let's get to it. The box top is gorgeous, big box, UV coating. You can see the coating on the title and a few other spot UV places on the box. The quality of the box, the thickness of the box is really robust. It's definitely strong enough to hold everything that's in here because that's a lot of things. So really loving the box itself. Once we look inside, we see the game manual. The manual has lots of play examples, great graphics, easy to follow setup, and then lots of reference in the back of the manual. The rules themselves are really not that long. It's 6 to 8 pages of rules, and then the rest of it is, examples and what's in the box and content, strategy, everything. So, and we're giving 2 manuals in the game, just in case you want to get Cheeto fingers on one of them and have it be your working copy, and then you've got a nice copy in reserve. All right, then we also have reference cards. We've included 4 reference cards in the game, and it also has all the costs and all the different tiles and everything in the game just for easy reference while you're playing. We've found that we don't really need it anymore, but we played the game 100 times, so I guess that's why. So 4 of those in the game. And then you've got the gorgeous game board manual or game board map, and that's really nice. It's got a 4-segment fold out. We'll just show that. Beautiful art. All the costs of everything are easy to read. This will also direct how you play the game. The different actions that you can do are all represented on the board. And then the live play area with all the hexes and 7 regions that are the most important in the game. All right, so the board. Next, back into the box, we've got the player boards. So this is where you're going to track your trade goods and your production of all the different items that you're producing, stone and food, ideas, and money. And then there's 6 unique ones in the game, each one for each culture. So you've got Rome, Egypt, Gaul, Greece, Carthage, and Assyria. And the boards are really nice inset, so you'll use wooden cubes to track each of these production items, and then the resource tokens, the trade good tokens, will go here. So really, again, high quality, thick cardboard, nice inset. This is definitely premium quality. The next item is the scoreboard. And we were originally going to go with a neoprene mat, but it didn't really work to put it in the box very easily. And also, things can get knocked around. So we wanted to, again, offer a really premium version of it that's inset. Really works well, too, to store your 3 major tiles. Civilization achievements, golden ages, and wonders go there as well. So really high quality score track. All right. You also, of course, have the wood cubes that you're going to need to keep track of all those things. You've got the trade goods. Of course, we've already punched all the cardboard here just for ease and to show you where everything is stored. So these are the various cache tiles and trade goods that go on the board when you start the game. And when you place your cities and towns, you'll acquire those and put them on your board. All right. Then you also have the 9 unique leader cards. So each one will have its own starting assets and advantages, and then their own unique kind of advantage that they have during the game. So you've got the priestess, the magistrate, the farmer, philosopher, scribe, engineer, artist, and of course the most important one, the general. All right, so 9 unique player characters. And we also are offering a unique to the Colossus Edition and also the Sphinx Edition, the 2 Kickstarter editions, another way to keep track of your scoring. So this helps you make sure that you're capturing all the the scoring that goes on during the Empire scoring as well as end of game scoring for each player. So just another way to track it. Some people prefer a score track, and some prefer the score sheets. So we offer both. Okay, and then we have the Forbidden Games kind of. We always offer a giant first player marker. It's wood, and again, 4-color printed Nefertiri first player marker, so you can actually knock somebody out with this. It's really high quality. Okay, moving on, we have the bag full of the 9 unique Wonders miniatures. So this edition, the Colossus Edition, comes with 410 miniatures, plastic miniatures, really nice quality. These things are absolutely gorgeous, really turned out well. So we have, you know, all the different, these are the prototypes, but they turned out exactly the same as with the plastic. So we've got the pyramids, the Colosseum, et cetera, 9 unique miniatures. There's another couple in the bag here. So you've got plastic Wonders. And in a minute, we'll talk about the other plastic pieces that are underneath here. But for now, we'll get to the card decks. So a phenomenal number of unique technology cards, each one with unique artwork, and all doing unique things in the game, either powering up your production or your special powers, etc. And you've got the population deck, which is how you'll increase your population with food. And then this is an Empire scoring card, which triggers one of the 3 scoring rounds in the game. You've got your tax and tariff deck, which is how you generate money. You've got your build deck, which is how you're going to create and place cities and towns and build special projects in the game. So you've, again, lots of unique artwork and 3D miniatures that go along with all of these that are placed on the board. And then you also have, in the Colossus Kickstarter Edition and the Sphinx Kickstarter Edition, you're going to have Hero Bodice, which is the solo rules for the game. So you've got the action cards as well as the location cards for your solo game. That's included. And then you move on to your tiles. And the tiles in the game are really important for scoring. So you've got basically 6 unique government tiles that each have again, a special requirement in certain civilization pillar symbols, and then the cost and ideas to acquire it. And then each one is unique in how it lets you score, and sometimes you'll have a special advantage. So you've got the government tiles, each one being unique: oligarchy, tyranny, city-state, republic, monarchy, etc. All right. The next stack of tiles are the Wonder tiles. So you have miniatures, but then you also have the Wonder tiles that will let you basically score at the end of the game in different ways. So pyramids, Colosseum, Colossus of Rhodes, Lighthouse of Alexandria, etc. And those will all be end of game scoring, and you can acquire those once. They're all unique. All right, 2 more sets of tiles. One is the Golden Age tiles, and again, those are all unique to the pillar symbols. Once you have 6 pillar symbols, you'll be able to acquire it and score 6 points and get a one-time advantage. And so for each of the 9 pillar symbols, you've got basically a Golden Age. Then you've got your Civilization Achievement tiles, lastly. And these are, again, all unique, and they're objectives. Basically, the first one to get 6 military units would score 6 points. And there's 15 of these unique civilization achievements, each offering a scoring for something different. You're going to use 9 of the 15 every time you play the game, so it's unique. You don't play the same every time you play the game. So we should talk for a second also about the insert, which is frankly amazing. The inserts and the storage in this game are frankly phenomenal. I've very seldom seen, even on premium Kickstarter editions, storage that's this good. We also made sure that the factory created a thick gauge of the plastic. The first couple of samples were a little too thin, so we had them go back and create higher quality and paid a little extra to have that done so that these wouldn't crack or break, which we felt was extremely important. Right, the next storage is all of the currencies in the game. So in Mosaic, you basically have food, ideas, stone, and money, of course, are the currencies. So for every one of these, we've got a really nice, thick wood token that is 4-color printed on both sides. So you've got your 5s and your 1s for food, your 5s and your 1s for ideas, a book and a scroll, your 5s and your 1s for stone, and then you've got 4 unique coins, which are frankly my favorite coins in any game, but of course it's my game, so I would think that, but they're really nice ancient coins. You've got 1s, 5s, 10s, and 20s, and they use artwork from actual ancient coins. So these are gorgeous, and you get a lot in the game. And so again, the storage idea is that you'll just pop these out of the game and you'll place it right down on the table on either end of the board. You've got 2 of these, which makes it really nice. So you basically have, every player has access to the goodies and components that they need during the game. All right, then lastly, and definitely not least, we have all the miniatures. And again, the storage that the factory came up with and that we helped them refine is absolutely phenomenal. This lets you basically pull these out and place them next to each player, and you're ready to go. It's just a perfect solution. So you just grab the component and take the top off, place it next to you on the table, and you're ready to go. You've got all your cities and towns and military units and workers. They're all right there, ready to go. When you're done, pop that back on, drop it back in the box, and you are good. Back to go. So that is everything that you're going to have with the Colossus Edition, but we're also added a couple extra things just for completionism. So we know that players want to have everything that the other editions have, even if they never end up using it. So we're including in the game all the cardboard components that are in the other editions of the game, in the Sphinx Edition and in the Retail Edition. So you'll basically have all the cardboard tokens for cities, towns, that's for all the 6 colors, all the coins, all of the other currencies, all of your workers and your wonders, and of course all of your unique military units. Each culture has its own unique infantry and cavalry miniatures as well as art. So you'll have all of the cardboard components, even if you never use them, even if you just put them on the shelf and never see them again. You've got access to them for those that want them. And then that's the complete Colossus Edition. We did during the Kickstarter also offer a Neoprene game board. So I want to show you that for those that ordered it. This was a separate additional option, and it's the same size as the cardboard game board, but sometimes neoprene's a little bit nicer. You've got more vibrant colors. You've got a completely coherent and one-piece solution to the game board. Some people prefer this option, and we did offer it. It turned out really well. The one adjustment, this was a sample from the factory, is that we had the factory push out the live area a little bit further to the edge because we felt like they were using too much of the edge in black instead of the actual live area. But this turned out really, really well, so we're excited that that's offered. And then lastly, some people wanted a larger player board. They didn't feel like the small player boards were big enough. So here's a comparison of the sizes. So this is the standard inset player board that comes with the game. And then this is the super premium extra large player board. And so what we did on this was not only made it bigger, but added some extra functionality. So of course you've got the unique art for every culture. You've got an inset spot here for your government. You've got a larger inset spot here for the other tiles, the scoring tiles, the Golden Ages, Wonders, and Civilization achievements. So you can kind of just line them up here. These areas where you're tracking your production bonuses for stone and food and ideas, etc., we actually made them the size of the worker miniatures. So you can use your worker miniatures or your tokens, your worker tokens, and place them in this spot instead of just wood cubes. So it kind of brings the player board a little bit more to life. You've got actual workers doing the work in these sectors, and then actual inset spots for the actual commodities themselves, so you can keep them on your player board. Trade goods is the same size over here, and then you've got this last bit of functionality that we thought was a lot of fun, which was that you can track the actual count of each of the pillar symbols that you have in your portfolio. All the technology and other cards that give you pillar symbols, you now can track these and know at any given time exactly what your count is. You don't have to go back and count them. You can keep track here. The one thing to note is that the kind of the pin here that's going to hold the circle in place, we didn't like the black because it's obscuring the symbol for each of the pillar symbols. So the factory reworked this and they made it in a clear. So you'll be able to see each and every one of these very clearly. So that's the XL player board, and that is the complete unboxing for Mosaic, A Story of Civilization. Here's the back, the Colossus Edition.